We've talked about how healing is a challenge tied to getting to your purpose. But one challenge that we rarely talk about that is tied into God pushing you into purpose is learning how to wait on Him concerning your purpose. Let's talk about it. When we study in Genesis, we see that God had a purpose for Abraham. But in chapter 12, God gives Abraham an instruction to move to an unfamiliar place because God, in so many words, tells Abraham that the key to his purpose or the provision for his purpose is on the other side of this move. And because Abraham desired to obey the Lord, he did what God asked and he made a start and he moved. But the part that we don't look at is how even in physically moving like God asked him to, he still spiritually had to wait on God. He knew he had a purpose and he knew that where he was going was going to tie into the purpose God had for him, but he had no clear answers. He had no clear provision. All he had was an instruction and that he had to wait for God for the rest. But in the end, on the other side of this simple instruction, his purpose prevailed. And I think that his purpose did more than what he even had the capacity to comprehend. When operating in purpose, God will not always give you all the answers right away. God will not always paint the big picture immediately. Sometimes moving towards your purpose, all God will have you to do is to just go with Him and walk in it. And along the way, as you walk with Him, He gives you provision. He gives you instruction. He makes the picture make sense. Walking towards your purpose, understand that God is not looking for perfection. He's not looking for you to dot every I or cross every T. All He's asking you to do is partner with Him and wait on Him and let Him direct your path. So whatever God has put in you to do, whether it's write the book, start the ministry, create the website, start the business, don't second guess yourself and don't convince yourself that because you don't have all the answers that it won't work. All God is asking you to do today is while you wait for His provision, make the start and obey the thing that He's told you to do, and He will take care of the rest. If you are a person who needs guidance in your waiting, I have a 30-day ebook devotional called While You Wait that is 30 days of scripture and guidance on teaching you what it looks like to wait on God. If you're also a person praying for healing or seeking clarity for purpose, I now offer one-on-one faith calls where we sit and I walk you through gaining clarity on healing and your purpose. The instructions for how to access both will be in the comments. Follow me for more and stay plugged into purpose. I love you and I'll see you in the next video.